On this episode of Adventures on the Go, Rebecca and I fly to Orlando to set sail on the Carnival Liberty. We'll show you some of our travels there to boarding this Conquest-class ship. If you're looking for a full ship tour of the Liberty, click on the link in the description. In this video, we'll pinpoint a few of our favorite locations on the ship to hopefully give you a much better perspective of the Liberty. Our trip took an unexpected turn, and you won't believe how it ended. Okay, let's check out the Carnival Liberty.
We are in
Orlando.
We are in Orlando, about to jump on our cruise.
Jump into the Uber to take us to the port to get over there.
We have an hour drive, so
40 minutes.
All right, we're in our Uber heading to our terminal. That's her super excited face. Show me it again.
Excited, super excited.
Super excited.
Okay, we just arrived at the terminal and we dropped our luggage off. As soon as we got out of our Uber, there was a guy waiting for us that took our luggage, and we flew into Orlando, so we couldn't put our luggage tags on because of our flight. So when we arrived, there was a guy waiting and helped us. You have to print those out at home and bring them. They will not print them out here. And also your boarding pass. When you are at home, you got to print your boarding pass and your luggage tags out first. And then they'll take your luggage from you and you can just walk into the terminal, and please have your passport out with your boarding pass because that will keep the line moving fast.
All right, so we're in the gangway with about 2,000 people trying to get to our room. We thought coming early would be good, but it looks like everyone had the same idea.
Yup, it seemed like all 2,974 passengers that the Liberty could hold was on the bridge with us, but that line moved along pretty nicely. Now we're about to step on the actual ship, and I'm so excited to be rolling on our cameras so you can see it all. Well, maybe not all, but introducing the Carnival Liberty. As with many Carnival ships, you enter on Deck 3, which for this ship is the atrium. The atrium of the Carnival Liberty is a stunning multi-deck space that serves as the heart of the ship. It features a grand open design with a soaring ceiling, glass elevators, and elegant decor that gives a vibrant yet sophisticated atmosphere. Rebecca and I headed to our muster station. We highly recommend you knock this out as quickly as you can. That way the ship can leave on time. Okay, we should go to our stateroom to show you what that looks like. But before that, food. We immediately checked out the Mongolian wok, which is on Deck 9 Lido. You pick your fresh ingredients and they go to work on cooking it to perfection right in front of you. Kinda long and slowish lines, but totally worth it. Okay, how about that stateroom?
We are on Deck 6, heading to our room after we had lunch. And when I booked the room, I didn't care where the room was, but considering the fact that the food is at that end of the ship, and apparently we're at that end, we've got quite the walk. Hey, we're gold members.
We're on Deck 6 here in the Liberty, and we got ourselves a balcony room. The room is just spacious enough with about 185 square feet of space, plus an additional 35 square feet with the balcony. It's really nice in the mornings and evenings to sit out there and enjoy the sounds of the ocean, sunrises and sunsets. And just like that, we were underway. We got all settled in our room and decided to walk around a bit. We saw some fun Dr. Seuss characters.
That's awesome. Thing 1 and thing 2. Oh my gosh. Hi guys! We got all our favorite characters from Dr. Seuss here. Look at that.
Always great for the kiddos, and then passed by the atrium where live music could be heard. We then ended up at the Venetian Palace. The Venetian Palace is the main theater on board the Carnival Liberty, serving as the ship's premier venue for live entertainment. It spans 3 decks, decks 3, 4, and 5, and offers a grand setting inspired by Venetian architecture and art.
All right, now I'm walking into this amazing theater here on Carnival Liberty called the Venetian Palace. It's 3 stories of seating, lighting, and this is where you're gonna come and see all your amazing theatrical performances. You're gonna play bingo and other games that they have here. It's usually really good production and it's something very exciting to do. There are things for the kids and family. There are things for just a little bit of a grown-up age, but it's really awesome.
This is a space we'll be visiting often throughout the cruise for all kinds of entertainment and games. All right, let's keep exploring the Liberty.
All right, so behind us is the coffee bar that serves a wide range of really premium style coffees. They've even got spiked coffees if you want to add a little something to your coffee. It's going to be a little extra charge, so know that before you show up.
If you love to play video games, well, you're in luck. Liberty's Video Arcade boasts a huge array of games and is open to players of all ages. And it is an additional charge. Simply use your Sail and Sign card to play. Parents can set a money limit to help control children's spending. On deck 3 is the Silver Olympian Restaurant. It's located at the aft of the ship. It is the second of 2 dining rooms where Carnival will serve up a full 3-course meal, and it's included in your fare. On decks 12 and 13, you'll find Serenity. This area is for adults only 21 years and up. It is a beautiful relaxation location with chairs, hot tubs, and loungers. On decks 10 and 11, you'll find Coney Island Pool and Seaside Theater. This includes the huge slide, lots of seating, and of course, a huge screen to watch movies at nighttime. If you'd like to see our full ship tour of the Carnival Liberty, click above or on the link in the description. It's a brand new day, and we've arrived at our first port of call, Nassau, Bahamas.
Welcome to the Bahamas. Well, we're in the Bahamas where it's
Freezing.
very cold, extremely windy, and wet. We're behind a little glass right now to give us some level of protection, but it's not a typical Bahamian type day. For now, we're gonna get out of this windy, slightly cold, and wet deck so we can show you more. But welcome to the Bahamas. All right, so we made it here in the Bahamas. Finally got off the boat. Still very windy, a little cool, but the sun is out now, and it's gonna be very, very beautiful to check it out. We're just right here near the port.
Lots of souvenir shops all around, and this is like their downtown area, it seems like. When you first get off the port, there's multiple options of scooters and ATV tours and all kinds of excursions that you can just do locally. So if you're gonna do something like that, definitely check it out. When you get off the ship, it's to the right.
With the weather being what it was, we decided to hang around the port and checked out several of the stores nearby.
All right, I'm at Gloria's Daiquiris here within the port in Nassau, Bahamas. I'm about to get myself a pretty spectacular drink made inside an actual watermelon, which happens to be my favorite fruit. So we're gonna see how this tastes, but I'm very excited about that. Oh my gosh.
Welcome to the Bahamas. You guys, you missed it. Guess what we got? He just bought one of the watermelon, man.
Watermelon, pineapple.
With edibles, the legit edibles now.
Perfectly blended drink in there with
Yeah,
two
man.
straws to share.
That's it, love king.
Thank you.
While we were glad the rain held up for us to walk around, it was starting to rain again, and we were ready to get back on our ship.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you so cold? Are we in the Bahamas?
I think so. It doesn't feel like it.
No, it does not. Look at this guy, all by himself on an island. No one to bother him. Except 4 ships.
Okay, we have one more port of call we were going to show you, our stop in Bimini. But Rebecca and I were unable to get off the ship to even set foot on Bimini. Here's why. My wife, who is always on the go, always getting stuff done, and who never gets sick, well, she got sick. I'm not talking about seasickness that a patch or some Dramamine could have solved, though I know that's a real issue for some folks. No, I'm talking about 104-degree fever. So I decided to take her to the onboard medical center on deck 0 forward. She was diagnosed, given medication, and spent the remainder of our cruise in the room.
Okay, let's talk about what happens when you get sick on a cruise. First day I was on, I started to have a cough. I felt really tired, which is unusual for me to get sick. So it never even crossed my mind this would happen. So being tired is normal. Typically when we get on the cruise, we go to sleep. It's like our escape from everything. And so we slept, took a nap, got up and ate, and then came back downstairs to our room and fell asleep again. And then I had a horrible night. I could tell I had a fever, all kinds of issues. Day 2, I just wasn't feeling great, and I kept having a cough, and then I kept feeling fevered. So eventually I went down to the clinic that they have on level 0. They were so great. I think there's probably a stigma that, you know, you're not gonna have great bedside manner when it's a cruise, and maybe they don't care as much, but I was treated so well. They were able to test me for COVID. They were able to test me for the flu. They pretty state of the art, I would think, for being a cruise ship. I mean, I'm in the middle of the Caribbean here, right? So, there was a doctor and there was a nurse, and you have the option to see either. And then if you're sick, like really sick, they just take you right to the doctor. But there's different payments for each. I don't remember because I wasn't paying that much attention, but for each test, there's a payment, and then for if you see just the nurse or just the doctor. But pretty great that they were able to even get me prescriptions. I have an upper respiratory infection, which isn't fun, but I am grateful that while here on the cruise, I was able to get the treatment that I needed so I can hopefully get better really soon and get back to enjoying the cruise. So thankfully, I'm not contagious. But they did have masks that we could use until we got my test results back, just in case. So if you were here and you developed COVID or the flu, or anything else, it's just good to know that they are equipped with what you would need to be able to be taken care of. Thank God in my situation, it wasn't more of an emergency, but just looking around with what they had there, they seem to have pretty much everything that you would need to be able to be taken care of. So just a little side note, most cruise videos don't include going and getting medical treatment, right? We just highlight the good things. So this is if something should go wrong, don't worry, you're in good hands, and they'll take great care of you here on Carnival.
If you've ever been sick on a ship or had to visit the medical center, what was your experience like? It's never great when you get sick on a ship where you're supposed to be on vacation. But Rebecca and I were very grateful for the way the medical team took care of her. Thanks, guys. All right, that's it for us today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one, perhaps in Bimini.